American artist called Stuart Davis. And here's his painting called the Mellow Pad. Friends, I want you to look at this painting and I want you to notice the shapes and colors. Stuart Davis was from Philadelphia, not far from where we are right now in New Jersey. And he painted this painting after he went to New York City and listened to a new kind of music in the 1920s called jazz. So he was inspired by jazzy music to paint this picture. Now this is called an abstract painting because it's just lots of colors and shapes. Whoops. And what Stuart Davis was trying to show in this painting is a feeling rather than a picture of a thing or a person. So if you look at it carefully, there's not a person, there's not a tree, there's not a dog, there's not a bird. It's just shapes and colors because he's trying to tell us what he was feeling while he was listening to the new kind of music that was invented in America called jazz. And what Stuart Davis did in some of his paintings, not all of them, is that he incorporated a couple of letters and words. This says the Mellow Pad right here. So that's what he says in his painting. And the Mellow Pad was a place that he went in New York to listen to jazz music. If you guys look carefully at this painting, you might even be able to see what he was trying to show us. Lots of shapes and crazy mixed up shapes and crazy mixed up colors. Now, most of the shapes in here are shapes that we don't know the name of because they're organic shapes. Down here in the corner, there is a circle and a couple of squares and some rectangles. But most of the shapes are organic shapes, and those are shapes that just come out of the pencil. So we're going to get started on an abstract picture today, small one. I need everybody to just use a 6x9 piece of paper. That's a half of a sheet of normal paper. We don't want to make these too big. We just need 6x9, and that's about a half a sheet of regular paper, okay? Because we don't want ours to be too big. And what we're going to do, I'm going to show you mine. I want you to start with your pencil. And I want you to draw nice and big on the page the first letter of your name. My name has an S, so nice and big on the paper, and it can be this way or this way, it doesn't matter. But I want you to make it nice and big and make a nice big letter in the middle of the page that's the first letter of your name. And you can use your pencil. And mommies and dads and grandmas can follow along and do it too. But I want you to make a nice big letter. Everybody can probably draw the first letter of their name, nice and big. Oh, I see Jonathan. Jonathan has one. It looks great. A big R. I think Jonathan has a big R. That looks cool. Okay, now you guys are going to get your black crayon or your black marker. Doesn't matter which one, black crayon or black marker. And I want you to trace over your name, the letter, I mean, with the black crayon or the black marker. Okay? There's my letter S. Just trace right over your pencil line that you made. Perfect. Oh, I see Noah's. So now, excellent, Noah, good job, man. So now what we're gonna do is take that black crayon or that black marker, and we're gonna make the letter that we wrote a little fatter. Just go over your line like that and try to make it a little fatter so we can see it a little better. And you can use marker or crayon. See what I mean? I want you to make it just a little bit fatter so it's a little easier for us to see. Take your time. I'm using crayon today, but you can use marker. How's that? Here's the one I did yesterday. When you guys are ready, I want you to look carefully at the big letter that's in your name, and I want you to look at the white spaces that are around and inside the letter. My letter is an S, so I have a lot of curved shapes here. If I look carefully at this, this sort of looks like half of a heart, maybe. Or down here, it could look like a circle or a rainbow in here. What we're doing is we're looking at the space created inside and around the outside of the letter. So if I had a big letter M, I would have some triangles. If I had a letter A, I would have a triangle in there, but I have a letter S. So I have some curvy shapes created on the white paper where my letter is. So here's the one I did yesterday. I'm going to do my swap out. So what I want you guys to do is drop your black crayon, drop your black marker, drop the black, and I want you to pick up some colors, and I want you to start to color inside the shapes of the letter that you wrote. Start on the inside and just kind of maybe follow along the letter. Use any color you like, any combination of colors you like. You can use crayon, you can use marker, whatever you have. And I want you to start just coloring in some organic shapes, and organic shapes are ones that don't really have a name. Inside, start on the inside, and then work your way out to the outside. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of start coloring around the inside, and I'm gonna do my swap. I'm gonna start working on my letter S here. And we're gonna look for shapes as they kind of come out of our crayon or out of our marker, using the letter as sort of our starting point, okay? Take your time, you don't need to hurry. I'm gonna switch to a marker, I think. See what we're doing? We're just coloring in different shapes. There's no right way or wrong way to do it. I'm going to switch to orange. I'm going to go back up to the top of my letter S and see what kind of shapes I can find. I still see the beginnings of a heart shape in here, which is not an organic shape. It's a heart shape because we know it's a heart. Organic shapes don't have names. So I'm going to color that in a little bit more. Just see where the shapes kind of take you. Your marker or your crayon will take you to different places on the page if you just kind of keep building and building and building. Okay, just use as many colors as you can until you can fill out the whole page with pretty big shapes. Just keep going. Oh, Noah's working hard. I see him over there. And what you can do if you want is turn your paper sideways, and that will help you see some other shapes on the white paper. If you turn the paper sideways, you can find some more places to add more different kinds of colors and different kinds of shapes. You don't have to keep the paper up and down. You can move the paper sideways, and that will give you the ability to see some more places and maybe some more shapes. And then I want you to keep going until you fill up the whole page with as many colors as you have available. And you can switch to crayons if you're using a marker. If you're using a marker, there's no reason why you can't switch to a crayon, depending on what color you want or what color you have. You can switch between crayons and markers, and that's cool too. That's very interesting. When you switch up the medium that you're using, there's no reason why you have to stick with one or the other. You can switch. Looks great, everybody. Up. Lola and Lila are working hard. I see them. I see them. Hi, girls. I missed you, twins. Is that my friend Amir? Is Amir here? So you guys are just going to keep going until you fill up as much of this page, and you can add many colors and creating many shapes kind of as you go out from the big black letter in your name that we started with. You just kind of keep going and keep going and keep going until you fill up the whole page. I'm going to get my green marker and try to see what I can make over here. What's that? I wish I had some cool jazzy music like Stuart Davis had when he painted his painting. I'm going to go back and show you guys this painting again. Remember all the amazing colors and shapes? He had swirls, he had zigzags. He had some polka dots in the middle here. He had some kind of cool swirly shapes everywhere. Yep. Actually, I'm showing the picture upside down. That's silly, Miss Suzie. Miss Suzie turned the picture upside down. This is the right way, with his name at the bottom. Stuart Davis. He was an American artist from Philadelphia. And he left home and he went to the big city of New York City, where he met new people and he was exposed to some new kinds of art, including a new kind of music that they just invented called jazz. I wish I had some jazzy music to play for you guys. Maybe next week I will. But that is what inspired this abstract painting by Stuart Davis that just has lots of crazy colors and shapes all over the painting. Interestingly, it took Stuart Davis 5 years to paint this painting, longer than some of you have even been alive. He worked on this painting for 5 years. That's a very long time for an artist to work on one painting, a very long time. But he kept working on it till it was just right. And this painting is in the Brooklyn Museum in New York City, where he learned about jazz. All right, I want everybody to show me your pictures. Let me see what you have. Let me see Lola's and Lila's. Wow. Lola and Lila with their big letter L's. It's beautiful. Great job, girls. Really, really nice. You guys are doing beautiful. I love them. Keep going until you fill up the whole page. Let me see Ryan's. Nice. Oh, I love that. Love, love, love that big letter R. Fabulous. I'm really impressed, everybody. Let me go back and see who's over here. Let me see Noah's. Where are you, Noah? Cool, man. Totally, you're doing it. Keep going. Fill up the whole page. It's gorgeous. I see some cool triangles that Noah found in his big letter N. Everybody's doing great. Kiana. Who's over there on her easel? Up. That's a letter B, I see. That's beautiful. I like it. Thumbs up. Everybody's doing great work. So you guys can keep going or you can finish. We have about 5 or 6 more minutes and we're going to finish up. I'm going to look at some more over here. I have some more work to do. There's Amir. I see Amir. There he is. He's going to hide from me. Amir's going to hide. Don't hide, Amir. We're friends. Oh, there's a beautiful big letter A with lots of purple and pink on it. Very cool. Thumbs up. High five. Yep, there it is. Awesome. Good work. Love it. You guys are doing really nice work. Uh-oh, what's that? Oh, very nice. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to keep using colors and shapes, and that's all that abstract art is. Lots of colors and lots of shapes that just kind of come out of your crayon or your marker sort of all by themselves without even planning ahead. And that's all that it is. Let me show you my finished one more time. There's my letter S. Ta-da! All right, everybody, keep going until you're finished, and I'm going to log off and say goodbye and let you guys know I miss you, and I will see you hopefully next week, same time, same place. We'll do something different. Is that okay with everybody? Everybody good? And we will come back next week and do another fun art project. But I want you to keep going and finish these up so that you fill up the whole page. Let me see Lola and Lila's. Awesome. Really good. Twins are doing it. I love all of these. Everybody's doing beautiful. All right. Mr. Petito's doing it. I see it. Who's on this one? Good. Everybody's doing nice work. It's fun to color. All right, everybody, I'm going to say goodbye. I will catch you guys next time when it's time for Abrakadoodle.